Hey guys, here is a quick refresh on how to use the Infogram app. So you just all you have to do is make sure that you have all of your data together, the most important data, and how you think you want to visualize this information as a story. So go to infogram.com. If you haven't already created an account, go ahead and do that. You can just do that by clicking get started. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in really quickly. Okay, and it's gonna allow me, this is what my page looks like. It's gonna take me to my library and allow me to pick a project. I can do an infographic, a report, a slideshow, a dashboard, something for social media, posters, yada, yada, yada. There's all sorts of stuff that I can do. I'm gonna click here on, let's do infographic. And then it's gonna give me all sorts of different templates that I can choose from, different looks. Remember, you can customize a lot of these to fit what you need them to be. So if you just click on one, let's see, like this one, this lets you preview it. And that's pretty cool. So the problem is you have to make sure that you are looking at free versions and not the ones that need to be upgraded. They give you a little tag here at the top. It seems that all of these are, starting from here, are all ones that need to be upgraded. So I want to pick something that is, here we go. Pick something that is for free. So you can preview it. Pretty neat. And I can say use this template. Do I want it to be private or do I want it to be public and on the web? Totally up to you. If you are paying for an account, of course. To be private, you have to put the upgrade. You want to make sure that you want to give it a design title. So I'm just going to call this like Patty Test, create, and there we go. Now I can start editing stuff. A couple of tools that I want you to keep in mind. You can add text and different types of text. You can choose what you want to insert here. Like let's say I want to add in a quote. I can click insert, and here it is. I actually inserted two of them on accident, so I'm just gonna delete that because I don't need that. But here's the little thing that I just inserted. So if you want to add that somewhere, you can. I don't need that right now. You can also add a chart if you want. If you don't want to use the one that's already here, you can do a map as well. You can do one of the world, of the United States, and the different continents. But if you're trying to get like really close in, they're gonna ask you to upgrade. But it still has a lot of really cool options here. You can also add different elements, like something from like a flowchart or a call out. You can add graphics and images and GIFs and stickers if you want. You can add a shape or add an integration like a YouTube clip or something like that. So that's kind of cool. You just type in the URL. Let's say, do I have one? I sure do. And you can insert that. So that's pretty cool. But I'm going to delete it because I don't need it. That just happens to be what I had. Okay, so those are these tools over here that you can use to help you. If you click here, grid, and ask it to show guidelines or show the grid, just to kind of keep you in line and make sure that things are, the spacing is right and all that stuff. You're not flying off the page. If you come over here to settings, you can change the theme of certain things to different colors or different looks. This is essentially what it would all look like. These are the pro themes, so you want to stick up here. And you just click that back button. You can change the size if you want of your info. You can make it infographic. You can make it look a Twitter post. You can change it to an Instagram post. So just depending on what you are trying to do. You can add a background image if you want. I just want to show you really quickly what that looks like. I'm going to click just on the first one that shows up. That's really busy, but watch what happens. If I go back over here, I can actually adjust the image transparency, or I can give it a nice little blur and get really creative with that. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty cool. Like if you were doing something on the city of Dallas and you could use the Dallas skyline in the background. Anyway, you can add a footer if you want, but that's for your upgrades. I think that's pretty much what I want you guys to know about that. Okay, so those are the settings. Let's say you can also change the background color, by the way. So let's say I want to start editing stuff. All you have to do is click and adjust. So let's just say this is, I'm going to call this, let's say, income in Dallas's Oak Lawn neighborhood. I can change how big I want that or how small I want that. I can resize it and replace it wherever I want. I can adjust and change the width over here, the rotation, the transparency. I can add some animation to it if I want. I don't suggest that. However, I can change the font and the size, bold it, italicize it, change the alignment. All sorts of stuff that you can do here. You can even add links, which is cool. Like if you want to link to where you got this data from, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, same thing. And if you want to change an image, you can definitely change the image or the icon. You just click that, and it's going to allow you to search graphics. Or if you have one that you are already been using, you can definitely use that as well. Add branding if you want. Anyway, so there's that. You can add animation, change the fill color, change the transparency. Essentially, you do this for the whole thing. Let's say I am ready to publish and this is good and I'm happy with it. There's a couple of things that you need to know. The problem with this free version, which is great, is that there are some limitations. For instance, if I wanted to post this on Instagram, I would have to download it, right? Because if I click share over here, watch what happens. Here, where I want to share it to, the little social media icons, there's not an Instagram, but there is a Facebook, there's a Twitter, there's LinkedIn, Pinterest, there's Tumblr. Nobody uses Tumblr anymore. But there's not an Instagram one, so that sucks. So I would have to download it. The problem is that if you want to download a high-res version or a web version, like a PNG or a JPEG or a PDF, you have to upgrade and actually pay. We're not going to do that for our purposes. But I mean, if you want to, great, go for it. But for our purposes, I want you guys to post this on Facebook. So you're going to go share. Make sure that you have this description here. You want it to be meaningful. You can, if you come over here to preview, you can preview what it's going to look like on your desktop or mobile. There is animation to this, and there are ways for people to share or view full screen. So, so that's really cool. And then once you're finished, you can add team members if you want, but I don't think you guys need that. And then you can either just click and view this online if you like, just like that. Or you can post and grab the link, or you can post this directly to Facebook. Just make sure that you're posting to the actual Facebook class Facebook page. If you're having trouble with that, just grab the link and log on and post it. And then that's it. You can also grab the embed code for later. You can add make it give it a transparent background if you like. You know, you decide. So that's it. That's how easy Infogram is. Again, it's kind of frustrating because there are some limitations to it, but for a free app online, it's not bad.